Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sing or Cimnanya, and thank you all so much for all the love and support. Hope you all are doing great. So there is this news I came across, and I thought I'd bring it here because it's really all over. At first, I was like, "How did this happen?" Like at first, I was really scared for that young man because, like, how can people scam you? Like when you get scammed, a lot of things happen. Probably you are. You lost money or you lose things and all that. Let's get into this. This happened to a black barbershop owner. He said he was scammed by Trump campaign. Who are the Trump campaign? You are actually going to see the people that are part of Trump campaign. What happened? Why was he scammed? This man actually signed a contract for his barber shop to be used for a campaign, and he came out online to lie that he did not know that they were going to use it for campaign, that he thought it was going to I think he thought he was going to be like for him, that was what he said. He was lying, that it was going to be black people coming together to probably talk about business, how to help one another and all that. So how did you sign a contract and you took pictures with Byron Donald and some other people that are campaigning for Donald Trump, and you came out online to cry out wolf because you started losing business, and probably the check you were given to was not good enough? Because if the check was good enough and you are still having business, I am sure you wouldn't come out online to start screaming that you were scammed. You scammed yourself, brother, by also coming out online to lie. Let's get into.
So stop me if you've heard this before. But this is Ben Carson. This is United States Representative Wesley Hunt. And this is United States Representative from the great state of Florida, Byron Donalds. And if you invite them into your barbershop to hold any kind of forum on black anything, this is what's going to happen. You're going to have an infestation of rocket raccoons. And that is exactly what happened at Rocky's Primetime Barbershop in Buckhead in Atlanta.
Of Rocky's Barbershop in Atlanta says he feels he was misled by a campaign event for former President Trump the day before the debate. Rocky Jones tells our Karis Belger he thought his Buckhead shop was just hosting a forum for black businesses, but he says he never expected to fade into the realm of politics.
Now, before we get into what Rocky says, I want you to take a look at this picture. This is a picture from that so-called forum the day before the debate. And there you see Wesley Hunt, Byron Donalds, and Ben Carson sitting there in the suits. But I want you to take a look at something. Now, before we get into what Rocky says, I'm going to tell you why I find it hard to digest what he is saying. Because this is literally on the screen the entire time of this so-called forum. Black Americans for Trump. And this is your barbershop. If you saw that and this was not your intent, this forum did not have to take place. But I digress from now. Let's keep going.
Specialize in just giving good service to the community. As you can see, I've been here since 17 years and it's been good.
Which is why he jumped at the chance to help other black business owners get ahead.
Started with a text, then it went to a call because I was actually out the country. And just me agreeing to do a black small business, round table. I thought it was like something real private.
It was anything but. Rocky, along with black business owners from across metro Atlanta, crammed into his shop, along with Trump surrogates like Ben Carson. But it wasn't all shop talk.
So this is a businessman who says it started with a text and then a phone call. With whom? What organization was contacting you to use your barbershop? Mary Poppins and the gang? Or did they say they were black Americans for Trump? Because I don't understand how you as a businessman took these phone calls, these texts, and made these plans without knowing the name of the organization you were agreeing to have this conversation with. Maybe I missed it. Keep going.
Thinking about black business in Atlanta, small black businesses in Atlanta. And I'm like, okay, so when are we going to start talking about this?
He says a call from former President Trump during the event cut deep.
Why is the ex-president calling somebody in my barbershop? This has nothing to do with small black businesses.
And he was left with a lot more than razor burn.
Now, Rocky, a business owner of a black barbershop in Atlanta that has owned it for 17 years, said he didn't understand that this was a political event. Hold that thought for a moment. This is Mark Boyd in the yellow here, sitting next to Trump glizzy swallower, United States Representative Byron Donalds, holding the phone while Trump is on the phone answering a question from Mark Boyd. And it's not a question about black businesses. And while this is happening, two teenagers in 100-degree weather were outside selling water to drivers across the street from the barbershop. One of the cops working the event wandered over to shoo them away. Black businesses, right? I doubt if you paid for this event. And if they paid you, you had to have entered into a contract with somebody. So if you didn't get paid and you didn't want this event happening at your barbershop after you saw, my bad, wrong frame. Okay, here we are. But yeah, once you saw this as the backdrop of this so-called black business forum, you should have ended it right then. Because there's no way in hell I'm buying the fact that after seeing this, you thought this was going to still be anything like a black business forum for small black businesses and not a campaign stop by Donald Trump's Rocky Raccoon surrogates. And if you did still think that, then Houston, we have a bigger problem. Okay, this is a follow-up video because I want some of you all to stop playing in my face. You all remember Rocky here, the one a lot of people are having sympathy for because he said,
The ex-president calling somebody in my barbershop. This has nothing to do with small black businesses.
Now, Rocky said he felt betrayed because the event he held in his barbershop, he didn't know it was going to be a political event for Donald Trump. And I did a video saying, I call cap. And people in the comment section saying, no, he was misled. He didn't understand. Well, if the big ass screen with Black Americans for Trump on it in his barbershop behind them didn't give it away, maybe this did. This is page 1. This would be page 2. And this would literally be page 3 of the 3-page contract he signed to host the event in his barbershop on that day before the debate. Now, let's take a look at the contract. So, this would be the name of the establishment that the event will be held at, the address, the time and date of when the event will be held, and as I said, the payment amount for said event. Not only that, you skip over to the last page and you see Bradley Crate, and he is the treasurer for Donald J. Trump for President 2024 Inc. What? And here you can see where the very owner who said he didn't know this was a political event signs his name. Sometimes the Rocky Raccoons are calling from within inside the house. See, he didn't expect the backlash that he received for his Rocky Raccoonery, and now he wants to cry foul. Y'all stop playing with me. I do research for real.
I knew it. I knew this man was lying. I knew it. I effing knew it. On Saturday, I shared this news story.
He says a call from former President Trump during the event cut deep.
Why is the ex-president calling somebody in my barbershop? This has nothing to do with small black businesses.
And he was left with a lot more than razor burn.
We had some calls. Thursday, we definitely got some calls, some backlash, some angry people that don't know me, and I have to deal with that. I have no involvement in politics. We don't even talk politics in my barbershop. It's all sports. Commend everybody to vote, but that's your business. You know, I don't tell you what to do.
The number of customers, he says, has trimmed down, but he hopes the shock will fade and he can keep helping his...
Baby, when I posted that news clip, I got down in the comment section and we all was having a good old time down in the comment section because the majority of us saw right through Mr. Rocky. Because a lot of people noticed the black Americans for Trump sign in the background. I didn't even see the sign. It's just the energy that he was putting off that I was picking up on. I knew that mofo was lying. How in the world are you having an event in your barbershop and you don't know what the event is about? That's number one. Number two, okay, maybe you don't know that you being hoodwinked. But when that Blacks for Trump sign went up, why didn't the bell whistles go off and you stop that shit right then and there if you're so against this political thing happening in your barbershop? How did you not know that who Byron Donalds was and Ben Carson? How did you not know? Once they started to arrive, why didn't you shut it down? None of us really believed Mr. Rocky and the BS he was spewing. On all of my platforms where I shared that video clip, we were all like, no. One of two things happened. The check didn't clear, or two, the check cleared, but the business loss outweighed more than the check. And clearly, it is number two. My goal today was to dig a little bit deeper to see if anything had popped out in regards to Mr. Rocky, because it just wasn't sitting right. That was going to be my goal today. But one of my mutuals has already done the work, so I don't have to. Come on, T. Nathan, tell us what you got.
Okay, this is a follow-up video because I want some of you all to stop playing in my face. Y'all remember Rocky here, the one a lot of people are having sympathy for because
I had no
he
sympathy.
said...
None whatsoever.
Ex-president calling somebody in my barbershop. This has nothing to do with small black businesses.
Now, Rocky said he felt betrayed because the event he held in his barbershop, he didn't know it was going to be a political event for Donald Trump.
How?
And I did a video saying I called cap. And people in the comment section saying, no, he was misled. He didn't understand. Well, if the big-ass screen with Black Americans for Trump on it in his barbershop behind them didn't give it away, maybe this did. This is page 1. This will be page 2.
That's the contract.
And this would literally be page 3 of the 3-page contract he signed to host the event in his barbershop on that day before the debate. Now, let's take a look at the contract.
Let's.
So, this would be the name of the establishment that the event will be held at, the address, the time and date of when the event will be held, and as I said, the payment amount for said event. Not only that, you skip over to the last page, and you see Bradley Crate, and he is the treasurer for Donald J. Trump for President 2024, Inc. What? And here you can see where the very owner who said he didn't know this was a political event signed his name.
I effing knew it. Shout out to T. Nathan. I don't have to do the work. He did the work for us. Mr. Rocky is full of ish. And it's just like one of the two things that I thought. The business loss outweighed the amount of the check. No sympathy from jump for Mr. Rocky. His energy said, lie. Now, when he said that he was out of the country, I think that was the initial call when somebody reached out to him and proposed to him about having this roundtable discussion at his barbershop. I think that's what he was talking about. But once we got into the nitty-gritty of things, when the actual event was taking place, how did he not know what this was? He's sitting right next to Ben Carson. How does he not know that this is a political event? On the other side of him is Byron Donalds. Look at this. They skinning and grinning. How does he not know that this is a political event for Donald Trump? Here's a wider angle of the seating. And in front of them is a flock of news reporters. That's him, Mr. Lion-Ass Rocky. That's Ben Carson. That's Byron Donalds. And that's Tim Scott. And that up there is the sign that everybody else noticed. I was too busy looking at all of this and focusing on the energy of Mr. Rocky and his mannerisms. Child, if this was a snake, it would have bit me. But how does he not know that this is a campaign event, a political event for Donald Trump, when his black representatives are all in the room? And you know, it's sad when MAGA Twitter and black Twitter have gotten together to expose this lying ass Trumper. Okay? He said they don't talk politics in his barbershop, but he's all involved in politics. This is civil rights leader John Lewis. May he rest in peace. Civil rights icon. Civil rights leader here in the Atlanta area. Everybody knows John Lewis. And that's Mr. Rocky, who doesn't talk politics, who's not a political person. And to top it all off, there was rumors swirling around that one of those advertisement trucks had parked right outside the barbershop, and on the screen it had the words fascist with Donald Trump's face on it. That's the word on the curb. That's the rumor. I went scouring the internet, and this is what I found. This is what I found. And I'm going to say allegedly because I can't find a clear shot of this truck and this barbershop in one shot. So we can clearly say that, yes, this truck is sitting outside this barbershop. They are over there tearing his ass up. MAGA Twitter and black Twitter. I found some other still shots of the contract. I'll leave you with those, and I'll see y'all in the next one.
So this is all I got from the video. And when I heard the news, because I saw it online actually, and I was like, wait, how did they scam him? And at first I I was like, whoa, this is really horrible. Like, how did this happen? And I went through it. And it wasn't kind of a little bit convincing from the onset, not until people started making research. Shout out to Tina Thin, shout out to Sister Tabitha. I mean, you all, you all, I don't know how you do it, but you all are doing amazingly great job. So looking at this video, you all can see that this man is actually lying, that he actually signed a contract, because you could see they are black all over, Byron and the rest of them all there, right? And the signage also on the wall. And also, I saw the man, Rocky too, was also there, black for Donald Trump. So now that he is losing customers, because a lot of people are mad at him, like, why would he do that? Like, host that at his own barbershop. And he lied that he doesn't talk about politics at his barbershop and all that. But how come he took money from them to host that event? So why was he lying that he was not around? Why was he lying that he did not know that the event was going to hold there, or that the event was going to hold, like it was just going to be black people? Because according to him, he said he thought it was going to be black people over, like black people coming to, like, talk about like business or how to promote themselves and all of that. But he saw that it was for Donald Trump. And he saw, like, and before then, he has already taken pictures with some political gurus and all that. So why is he, meaning he's also into politics. So why is he coming online to say that he was scammed? No, he was not scammed. He actually signed a contract. And that contract gave him away, because if you did not sign a contract that this is going to happen, they are going to use your listing for a campaign or something and all that, that would have been a different thing. But the contract, you could see that your name and everything, signature was all there. So why did you come online to say that you were scammed by Trump campaign? Maybe the money that you were expecting did not come as much as you wanted it, right? And then you thought you were gonna blow, probably when they give you the check. I mean, like, it's going to be a good thing for you, like gonna have fun. And now it is affecting his business. Why did he come out to start screaming? He came out to start screaming because it is affecting his business. That's why he came out. So if the check was actually big and it's not affecting his business, he wouldn't have come out to say that they scammed him. It's actually amazing the way you got scammed. And next time, I am not sure you will be scammed. Like, you have to really be smart enough next time, if there will be next time. I mean, some of us are ready because of their problems, because some people are stomach infrastructure, that is what I call it. When some people are looking for what they are going to benefit from, not even thinking how it is going to affect the other person. So most times, at first, the only thing he was thinking about was his stomach, how much he was going to make from them hosting that in his barber's shop and all that. Because if he has thought twice, he would have known that there would have been benefits and advantage and disadvantage of bringing such people into his sanctuary, because his place of work is his sanctuary. Now he can see there is no more business. So what is going to happen? You figure that out, bro, because you shot yourself in the leg. See you all in my next video. Bye for now.